Hello, my name is Steve Burt. I'm the team lead for the Economic and Policy Assessment Group at the Institute for Transportation Research and Education at North Carolina State University. I'll be providing a demonstration of a cost tool that we developed as part of NCDOT Research Project 2044, with the goal to better estimate the comprehensive cost of rail incidents in North Carolina. The cost tool accompanies a research report, The Comprehensive Cost of Rail Incidents in North Carolina. The report documents the methodologies used to appraise the various cost elements that are born from railroad incidents. In addition, the report provides an estimate of railroad costs over the last decade in North Carolina, with a detailed accounting of costs for year 2019. The cost tool that I will be demonstrating was used to estimate the values found in the report. Property damage includes all the costs incurred to railroad rolling stock, tracks, or other infrastructure in the railroad right-of-way. It also includes highway vehicles, infrastructure, or other property that may be impacted by a rail incident. The Federal Railroad Administration Safety Database records and the American Association of Railroads Component Repair and Replacement Cost Matrix form the basis for property damage estimates. Injury and fatality costs accrue when an individual is injured or a fatality occurs as a result of a rail incident. The Federal Railroad Administration Safety Database records and the U.S. Department of Transportation Benefit Cost Analysis Guidance form the basis for casualty estimates. Delay, rerouting, and supply chain costs encompass a variety of different costs stemming from the delay that results from a rail incident. Value of time costs accrue for train passengers and crew members experiencing delay. Shipper costs are experienced by businesses waiting to unload or receive cargo that has spoiled, deteriorated, or has lost a portion of its useful life. Cargo replacement costs occur when cargo has been destroyed and requires replacement. Additional train operating costs accrue when train operators have to run locomotives for additional engine runtime as a result of delay. We often see this happening through increased idling. Additional emissions costs accrue when locomotive engine runtime is increased due to delay. Furthermore, rail incidents impose delay costs upon trains involved, but also upon rail operators upstream and downstream of an incident. Emergency responder costs begin when a first responder unit is being dispatched to the scene of a railroad incident. Cost incidents can then increase notably if police, paramedics, medical evacuation helicopters, fire suppression, or hazmat cleanup teams are needed to address the incident. Now that you've seen an overview of the costs that are accounted for within the tool, let's demonstrate how it works. The cost tool was designed to be a plug-and-play tool that allows users to input statistically expected values or custom values to appraise rail incidents. You'll see that the cost tool is hosted in an Excel spreadsheet format. It uses drop-down menus for entering input information. The cost tool is color-coded so that users can very quickly see the various cost vectors and recognize where to input values for cost estimates. For example, we can see that property damage cost estimation is denoted by midnight blue, and casualty cost estimation is demarcated by dark green. The cost tool is meant to provide a comprehensive accounting of costs that may accrue from a rail incident. Thus, the user should plug in information sequentially, beginning at the top part of the tool, part 1, and finishing at the end of the tool in part 4. As appraisal values are input into the tool, their information is used to tabulate total cost outputs shown in part 5. As a helpful reminder to tool users, each cost component contained in the tool has its associated color and cell location in the worksheet. There are some helpful guides and rules put in place to help tool users navigate the tool. The first tab provides instructions for the user. It provides general instructions and guidance for estimating costs associated with specific cost components. There are also some helpful guidelines to live by when using the tool. The first suggestion is to follow color indications. For example, if you've ever seen The Wizard of Oz, then you'll remember to follow the yellow brick road. All of the yellow cells in this workbook denote cells where input values are permitted. The second suggestion is to remember your left and remember your right. The left side of the worksheet contains areas where appraisal values can be input. Meanwhile, the right side of the tool contains values that can be used as benchmarks to guide you through the process. For example, we see a range of expected values for property damage costs based on 1,125 records in the FRA database. We've witnessed a minimum cost of $3,520 and a maximum cost of $7.8 million. So putting it together, here are the things to remember for the cost tool. Color coding is meant to guide you through the numerous components of the cost tool. Each cost component is color coded. Also remember the Wizard of Oz saying, follow the yellow brick road. The yellow cells will be locations where you can input values. Don't forget to look to your left and to look to your right. The left side of the tool provides areas where you can input values, where the right side of the tool provides benchmark values for you to consider while you are adding these values. Finally, customization is available through drop-down menus as well as supporting tabs in the workbook. Supplementary tabs are available for estimating property damage, casualties, and delay and rerouting and supply chain cost elements. For more information about cost estimation for the various components, for property damage, casualties, delayed rerouting and supply chain, or first and emergency responder costs, see the video tutorials that discuss each of these cost components to greater length.